So you want to make a player tracking compass like in Dream's Manhunt videos. Well, skippers, you got 4 ways to do it, count them 4. First up is command blocks, easily the simplest method, but also the most restrictive. Second is data packs, which in my opinion is the best method, but we'll get to that in a second. Third is a server plugin, and fourth is a mod. If you're looking for a specific method, this video has timestamps to each one. Or, if you already know what you're looking for, I have links to my shitty, I mean, handmade compasses in the description. Starting with command blocks. All you have to do is give yourself a command block, place it, enter it, paste in this command, set to always on and repeating, exit, type this command, hit enter, then type this command while you're in the chunk that the command block is in, and hit enter again. Boom, done, you have a working player tracking compass. Pretty simple, right? How does it work? Well, I'm glad you asked. See, by default, the compass in Minecraft points towards the world spawn, the area for spawning when you first start the world. The command that we pasted into the command block earlier sets the world spawn to the hunted player's location. Seeing as we also set the command block to be always on and repeating, this command will be continuously run in the background as long as the command block is loaded. We then typed this command to simply prevent the command block from outputting anything to the console, and then we typed in this command to force the chunk to always be loaded, and thus force the command block to always be loaded, no matter where we go in the world. Pros of this method? It's simple, works in vanilla, doesn't require any special server setup, and as long as you have access to operator powers, it will work with any free server hosting provider like Eternos. Cons of this method? Will only work for a maximum of 1 hunted player, and seeing as the world spawn can't be set in the end or the nether, it won't work in either of those dimensions, which is a pretty big downside. Another con of this method is that the compass updates constantly, but we'll talk about that more in the next section. Second method is data packs, also very simple to set up. Simply go to the worlds folder in your server files, then go to the data packs folder and drop the data pack in. Start up the server, connect to it with your friends, and then have the person being hunted type in this command, hit enter, and boom, done. To answer how this method works, I first have to tell you what data packs are. Data packs were a feature added in Minecraft version 1.13 that allow you to change biomes, loot tables, advancements, world generation, tags, structures, and most importantly functions, all without writing or changing any code. Now what are functions? Functions are just a bundle of normal Minecraft commands that are run in order after the function is called, similar to a chain of command blocks. Now that you know what data packs and functions are, we can answer how this method works. When the world is started, the data pack that we put in the data packs folder earlier will call an initialization function, which will set up some important data and then start the update process. The update process will run about once every half a second and has the job of, well, updating the tracking compasses. It does that by getting the target player's position and storing that in the compass's lodestone data. More info about compasses and lodestones in the next section. The pros of this method are that it works in every dimension, could be expanded to target multiple players, and will work on any server regardless of architecture or type as long as you have access to the data packs folder. The major downside to this method, however, is that, like with the previous method, the compass updates constantly. Maybe that's not much of a problem to you, but from the 2 videos I could find that were in the hunter's perspective, Dream's compass has to be updated manually by clicking on it. The dissimilarity combined with the fact that it plays like this.
Efficiency 1 eye and shovel.
Dream like he's doing this.
Yeah.
Oh. Guys, guess what? We have a chance to diamond armor! Oh my goodness. I love it. Keep your eyes peeled, by the way, guys.
Are much harder to do with a constantly updating compass makes this a major downside in my book. Regardless, however, I still think this method is best due to the sheer flexibility and functionality it provides you. The third method is a server plugin. This is the method that the big green man himself uses. All you gotta do to set this one up is have a spigot or paper server, and then just take the plugin file and put it in the server's plugin folder. All you gotta do after that is connect to the server with your friends, type in this command, hit enter, and you're off to the races. This method utilizes the lodestones added in version 1.16. If you don't know, lodestones allow you to set a compass to location by right-clicking the compass on the lodestone, which will now point to it no matter where you go in the world. The compass isn't exactly pointing to the lodestone itself, however. See, the compass is actually pointing towards the lodestone's X, Y, and Z coordinates, which it copied into itself when you right-clicked it on the lodestone. Normally, the lodestone data is on set, which causes the compass to point towards the world spawn. However, when you right-click on a lodestone, that sets the data and causes the compass to change its focus to the lodestone. The lodestone is technically completely unnecessary, seeing as the coordinate data is stored inside of the compass itself. Using some code, you can manually set the compass's data without using a lodestone block, which is exactly what the plugin does. Every time you click on the compass, the plugin manually sets the compass's coordinate data to that of the targeted player, and that's pretty much all there is to how this method works. The data pack method also takes advantage of lodestones, but due to the verbosity of Minecraft commands, it would have taken too long to explain the whole thing in detail. However, overall it works in a very similar manner. The upsides of this method are that it's very easy to set up, works in any dimension, could be expanded to target multiple players, and is what Dream himself uses in his videos. The downsides are that it requires a dedicated spigot or paper server, and thus can't work with any mods. Last, and also least, is the mods method. I'm mostly going to skip this one because honestly using a mod for a tracking compass is overkill and completely unnecessary. I understand that some of you might be using a mod in Minecraft server and thus can't use the plugin method, but you should still be able to use the data packs or command block method. However, if you really need a compass that doesn't auto-update or you're just really dead set on using a mod for some reason, I have made a custom fabric mod and you can download it in the description. All you gotta do is put the mod in the server mods folder, as well as the mods folders of all the connecting clients, type in this command, hit enter, and let the hunt begin. It works kinda similar to the plugin method by having the server keep track of the targeted player and updating the custom compass items data. Well, there you have it. 4 ways to add a player tracking compass to Minecraft so that you can do manhunts just like Dream. Hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please consider clicking like and subscribe. It would really help me out. And until next time guys, see ya.